It's been a weird few days for me, one in which my heart has been so heavy. I found out on Saturday that one of my great childhood friends, Cody, that he passed away and that he's no longer here. I'm thankful though because the last few months of his life I've been able to talk to him again. I hadn't talked to him in years, and I was able to thank him and so much for his friendship as a young kid because it was his family that really guided me to follow Christ. And so I've always been so thankful for that. So my heart has just been so heavy because at the age of 31, he's gone, and there's nothing I can do to change that. And I do ask that you pray for their family, his wife and his young son and his brother and his mom and his dad and everybody involved. But I think we have this like common concern, every one of us. What would we do if we got that phone call? How would we respond if someone that we loved and cared about so much was taken from us? I think this is just something that we share as human beings. We love people, we cherish people, we hold them close to our hearts, and so when the thought crosses our mind that we might lose them someday, we just are in anguish over it and we worry about it and we fret. I don't have children, but I cannot imagine the plight of parents in this issue, or spouses with their husbands and wives. It's just something that we all struggle with. Death. It's going to happen. Every one of us has a date with death. And there's nothing that you or I can do to change that fact. So, how do we deal with it? What do we do? Unfortunately, I don't have any magic words. Because if there's anything that the Bible teaches me and it teaches you is that death is hard, and that the only way through it, according to Psalm 23, is that when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we have to walk right through it. There's no going around it. We just have to go through it. There are no shortcuts. I find it very telling too that in the shortest verse in the entire Bible is in John 11:35, and two words say that Jesus wept, that he wept bitterly. He cried over the loss of a friend that had died. So the Bible shows me that death is hard and that God understands and he knows it. It grieves him. He knows our pain. He knows our hurts and the questions that we might have. And so the only way through death is right through it. And we trust that God's going to get us through. But I take great solace in the fact that the Bible also teaches me in Hebrews chapter 4 in the 16th verse, and it basically just tells me and it tells you that in our time of need we can go before God boldly and he will save the day. Like a courageous hero, God will come down at the last moment, right when we need him most, and he will be there. And so I can't sit here and worry about what I would do if I lost one of my good friends or one of my brothers. I just have to trust that God will get me through it when it happens. It's all I can do. So we need not be consumed with the what ifs of life, what might happen, but just knowing that when it does, that God's going to be there. He's going to be there in the nick of time to give us all understanding, all peace, and walk with us right through it. right through that dark valley. If our hope is in Christ, we know that life does not end here. And I take great hope in that for all of my friends and my family and my good friend Cody. I love you all, and I ask always that you would be the church. Thanks.